This is Everyday Commentary, and this is a video overview of this knife. And this knife is a custom modified, or a modified knife, and it was modified by Kevin Smock of Bladeworks. This started out its life as a traditional bone stock Boker Kwaiken, and the Kwaiken is a collaboration between Boker and Lucas Burnley, who made two versions of the Kwaiken, the regular thumb disc version and then a flipper version. And Boker has made 4 versions, but none of them, in my opinion, are as elegant as this mod. And this mod was pioneered by a guy named Alexander Dietz, who modified the detent and trimmed off the back end of the knife handle to expose the tang of the blade. And Kevin has really sort of perfected these. I don't know if Alex is making them anymore. This is jade G10 handles with the stone wash, a dark stone wash on the blade. In addition to swapping out the handle scales and making the Dietz mod, Kevin also dropped the blade down a little bit, because as it came from the factory, if I ran my finger across here, it would just cut it wide open. You were actually able to take like pieces of paper and slide them in there. It would slice the paper even when closed. So the Boker version, as it was sent to me, was not great, but this version, as modified by Kevin, is simply incredible. Kevin put a nice polished edge on there. You can see the really nice stonework. You can't see the logos anymore. You can kind of see a hint that they're there, but they're not really noticeable anymore. Watch this. I mean, Kevin just killed this knife. I mean, he killed it. It is freaking perfect. Did a geared backspacer in the same jade G10. I like the jade G10 look. The handle scales are extra smooth, almost. I mean, they're beautifully polished. If you polish them anymore, they would be shiny. And this really takes this knife to the next level. I mean, a lot of the guys out there are modifying these knives, and a lot of people do a really good job. But for me, the Dietz mod done by Kevin probably is as good as the Kwaiken is gonna get. I actually like it better than the blade, or the shape of the custom Burnley Kwaiken. Here it sort of preserves the silhouette of the knife. I mean, this is what makes this knife so unique, you know. It looks different. It looks different in your hand, it looks different in your pocket. It just looks different. And when you have that flipper tab, it's sort of a concession to modern trends, but by preserving the overall silhouette here, the Dietz mod keeps this knife looking really, really unique. And the flipper being where it is also quite unique. I do have to say that Kevin must have done some sort of black magic with this pivot, because it was smooth before. This is an IKBS knife, but now it is just insanely smooth. It's so smooth that I have to be very careful when I'm closing it to get my fingers out of the way, because it'll just cut my finger. In fact, I think I have. Where's it at? Ah, there it is. Right, that used to be a cut, and it came courtesy of this knife. I really like this knife. I like the bones of the Boker, and I like what Kevin did with it. And a review of this knife, including the original and the modified version, will be coming soon. This is a video overview of the Boker Kwaiken as modified by Bladeworks Kevin Smock with the Alexander Dietz flipper tab model.